Hey, V-Stags, how are you doing? Being as it's my second time, I'm having a little bit of difficulties trying to figure this out. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I don't know if you're in the chat or if you just waved hi from before. I'm going to try to get into the chat myself. Yeah. Oh, what's up? What's up, Annie? Up? Hey, Susan, how are you doing? Hey, Susan, I got to look up here. I forgot I got to look up here. Oh, that's funny. There's my other account. Hey, Minnie. So how is everybody? Susan, I'm glad you joined because I was wondering. When I watched your video, your ponds came out amazing, amazing. I loved where you put them all. I think they came out really good. And you had a visitor, didn't you, Sherry? How's that going? I bet you that's going amazing too, huh? Oh, hi, Amy. Hi, Amy. So I posted something to Instagram, and I'm really, really excited about it. I don't think I've ever quite sat here and stared at them. My angels are spawning. I saw them. It was kind of violent. I was feeling really bad. And then I watched the female is laying the eggs on the slate, and the male is going up right behind her, fertilizing them. Oh my gosh. I actually got it on film. It's in this tank right here. And that's the slate. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I wonder if there's a way I could show you. I'm going to try that in a little bit to show you because I was just blown away with it. Susan says, thank you. I had Sherry, and then the next day I went shopping with Sherry. Oh, that is awesome. Did you get any new fish? Do we have an upcoming video coming? Woo! Can't wait. Yeah, it is awesome. It was kind of like scary watching them. It looked like they were ripping each other's lips off, and I was like, because they have spawned before, and most of my angels, I have about 20 angels now, about the size of a quarter, maybe a little bigger, 50-cent piece. And they haven't spawned since. So I thought maybe they were done. They didn't like it anymore. But I fed them all rapashi. And next thing I know, they were like all over. I was like, what? Rapashi? See, now they're picking at each other. They're picking at each other. Like, what? So Susan says, I need more water movement, but that will happen. Oh, more water movement quells the violence? Or more water movement helps them spawn, getting in the mood. I don't know, but I was so excited. I had some friends over and we were all sitting around watching this. I think it's a miracle. It was like awesome. So I was trying to figure out the live stream schedule for Sunday night because I certainly don't want to step on anybody's toes. And I know multi-tank addiction is coming on his time 6 to 8, which is my time 8 to 10. So I had to make sure that I didn't. I had to make sure that I didn't like step on anybody's toes. V-Stags. I found out I am going to the annual picnic. The Bucks County Aquarium Society? The Bucks County Aquarium Society picnic. This is going to be awesome. I'll wait for your answer before I get too excited. Susan says, I'm sorry, my ponds. Back to your subject. I get it. Oh, Victor, I'm so excited to meet you face to face. You should see all the prizes. Have you been looking on the Facebook page? There's so many prizes that they're giving away. Oh, I'm stoked too. I am so stoked. You mean, Amy says, you mean step in someone's fins. Exactly. I don't want to step on anybody's fins going live on their time because they have a set schedule. I'm still kind of like playing around with it, trying to see, is it something that I could do? I mean, it's tough. Susan, I see that you go live sometimes too. Is like, I get this little bit of anxiety going on. Like, I got to tell you, the last hour wasn't normal around here. So it'd be interesting to see. But now that it's on and there's people talking, I feel so much better. And then Victor going to the my Bucks County Aquarium Society. This is great. Like, internet fish fam, meet real people. I'm so excited. Like, it's all coming together. He's like, I think the king and queen are going on at 8. I did see that. I told him I will be there. I will be there because that's exciting. I love those guys. King and queen of cichlids. They're just the cutest couple ever. And he's got these massive cichlids. And she's doing like nano tanks, summer tubs, and they're just adorable. I just think they're so adorable. And he does some amazing cinematics when he's doing his videos. So if you don't know the king and queen of cichlids, you should check out their channel. I'll probably put it in my description. And then at 8 o'clock, go check them out tonight in Eastern time. I'm certainly going to be there. Amy says, you can do anything. You rock, Amy. Thanks. Susan says, Angel will usually finish laying eggs and then go through the movement. Oh, but they're fanning their eggs. Oh, okay. Okay. I wasn't sure, like, because I know one time I thought they were like cleaning off their eggs and then all the eggs were gone. So I learned early on, once I see those eggs on a slate, don't vacuum, don't clean anything, just feed them because they get a little nervous and protective and then they eat all their eggs. So I don't want that to happen again. Oh, the man, Deb. Deb, you're in the house. Hey, Devin. I did some videos. I did a couple of videos with my nephew, Devin. We made Rapashi together, and then we went on store tours. Oh, my gosh, he's so adorable. You got to check him out. You got other 16 and 17-year-old girls out there. Check out the man, Deb. B-Stag, did you get any of the storms? Oh, my gosh, it's still going on. So far, and I'm very nervous because I keep one of my summer tubs about half full for my turtles. I don't want them getting out because I live between a canal and a river, and if they get out, they're done. And they're beautiful Eastern painted turtles. So I kept lowering the water. I kept draining the water. When I'm sleeping, I actually put one of those plastic swimming pools upside down on that pond so I could hear if it was getting more violent. And I was able to go out there. I have not had to drain any of the other summer tubs because I keep them about halfway. Because when I notice, because I don't have them buried in the ground, that they kind of flop over. They're not as sturdy as if I was to bury them. So I try to keep them about 3/4 of the way. And yeah, getting slammed with these storms, and it's supposed to rain all week. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Nathan. Nathan is the most adorable little boy. And I told him I was going to shout out to him. Hi, Nathan. Are you 3 or 4 now? I think he's 4. That's pretty cool. I forgot what I was saying. Nathan is just so adorable. What was I saying? Not that important. Oh, the storms, yeah. Oh my gosh. So Friday, I rode my motorcycle to work. Sun was shining. It was gorgeous. I went over to the campground, checked on my fish and my summer tub at the campground, and they have fry. Everything was going good, and I rode home, and it's been raining ever since, and it's supposed to rain all week. So you're out in Lancaster area, correct? So whatever you just got slammed with a few minutes ago, we're gonna get. So it's not gonna stop. It's gonna go on for like 10 days. And I don't know as I'm prepared if the power goes out, because the last time when the power went out, I was able to, after a couple hours, I was able to go around and change out all the air pumps, because I do mostly sponge filters. Change out the air pump to battery-powered air pump. And then when the power came back on, I went through and changed them all back, I thought. I think I forgot to change several of them back, so a lot of my batteries ran out. So my emergency stash of battery backup air supply isn't on. So let's hope that the power doesn't go off. Good, because that would be so scary. Oh, Nathan's talking to me like he's on FaceTime. I FaceTime with him a lot. Lancaster County, yeah. So if you got the storm about 40 minutes ago, it should be heading here. It's been nonstop. It's been nonstop, and I'm thinking it's going to go on all week. So my bike is put away. There's going to be no riding in the next 10 days, that's for sure. See, it's simmered down, simmered down, simmered down, simmered down, simmered down, summer. Anyway, it did slow down. It's supposed to slow down like next weekend, 20%, but it's still going to rain. So as far as my riding my motorcycle, and it's great for the ponds. It's great for, it's almost like an automatic water change. So I like that. Amy asked, how do I keep my pond from flooding? It's a very good question. So, and it got scary the last storm we had. The last storm we had, I went out to check and the water level was up over the very top and it was just starting to spill out. And I guess I slept right through the storm. I didn't realize it was, that's why I started making some little signals to tell me when it was getting violent in the rain. So I went out there, and when we set up our waterfall, right before the waterfall is a valve. So I wasn't sure if that valve was to connect it to another mini waterfall, so I left it be. Just added a PVC pipe to the end of it in case, well, that valve saved it because I opened up that valve and it started draining the pond onto the patio, which was awesome because my fish were about to float away. So that's how I keep the pond in check. The summer tubs are a little tougher. It's more manual. I set up some overflow with the PVC and the tubes so that it's not, the siphon isn't already there, so it's not automatic. I have to go out and start the siphon to make the overflow work. So it's a little bit more manual, so I keep a strong eye on it. And I don't want to go to work, but I got to go to work. These tags. I got a few of the rechargeable air pumps on eBay. Oh, good. They have a USB plug. How great is that? Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to look that up. Amazon. Oh, you got them on Amazon and not eBay. I'm going to have to check that out. And the last time I said I need to get a generator. Even if it's just for like the refrigerator and the fish room. I need to get a generator because when the electricity goes out, that gets very scary. So, I mean, like the first time it went out, I did a video of it, which was hysterical now looking back at it because there were no lights. So it was a very dark video. You could just hear me running around trying to change out my air pump with the battery powered pump. And at that point, I still didn't know like where they all were. It's hysterical. I went back and watched it. I was like, what is, yeah. So now it's getting a little easier. And I also know that I can go a little bit longer without air before I have to attach them. And I think it was, I forget who it was that didn't have power for a long time, but he was like running his hands over the water to keep movement going, to keep the oxygen going. So that would be interesting if I had to do that, just to stall for time. And I'm definitely have to go out and get batteries. But one of my daughter's friends gave me a present yesterday or 2 days ago, and I'm real excited about it. I was going to do a video. Oh, Susan's got to go. That's right. Bye, Susan. Thanks for stopping in. Very exciting. Thank you very much. Gave me this 55-gallon tank for free. So up here before I had a 20 long. And so when I got this 55, in order to make it work, somehow or another, I'm going to have to rearrange the room a little bit. So I'm going to start rearranging the room, taking things out. All these plants in here and the substrate is just from the 29 gallon. So that's pretty good. It's just from the 29-gallon tank. And I didn't realize when I built that tank that I put dirt underneath the gravel, or put dirt underneath the substrate. And then I started scooping it out. It was a mess. It was an absolute mess. But that tank, aside from housing a pair of angels and one small black molly that I couldn't catch ever, it had 4 clown roaches in it. And I never saw them. They only came out at night. You know, they came out at night to eat and scavenge for food and stuff. And when I caught them and put them in the 125, because I got like a 10 baby clown roaches out there, 10 small clown roaches, they picked right up. They're not hiding. They're swimming around. I could physically tell that they absolutely love it. So, and I had no idea that they didn't like where they were. I just thought they liked to hide. But so I was pretty excited about that. And I have to thank this 55-gallon for making that happen, because I probably wouldn't have torn down my 29-gallon tank. They do own the tank, Amy. They're in there and they run the tank. And I just did I think Bob Steamfat's video. I was on the first compilation. I did an update on that 125, and I got a more in-depth one coming up on Tuesday with the sump and everything. But now there's a pair of angels in there, and they look like they're spawning. So I don't know if they'll survive in there, because there's also rainbows, but they look like they're pretty much defending their territory. So that will be exciting. That will be exciting. So Victor, how did you decide? You said it sounded like you said you were being forced to go to the to the annual. Uh-oh. Did you guys see that? I think the storm actually is here, and I don't know if we're going to be able to continue. We might get kicked off. So if we get kicked off, maybe I'll try to do it again later on, or maybe I'll just join next week. I'll do another one next week. Oh, I'm back. Okay, good. I'm back until Mother Nature tells me I'm not. Sup, King and Queen? I'm not sure if you're King or Queen talking, but we're talking about your live stream at 8 o'clock. So we're making sure everybody jumps on your live stream at 8. Very exciting. I can't wait. I was talking about you. Were your ears ringing? But if you want to know what we're talking about, you're going to have to go back and watch the video. It was all good, though. You're up in the New York area, or are you out in York, Pennsylvania? Oh, it's Scott. Hey, Scott. Because I'm not sure if you're getting hit with some of these storms as well. But it's pretty bad. My power's starting to flicker. I might lose my internet. So if I go away, I'll come back next Sunday. Not a big deal. But I took Jadron from Jadron's Aquatics. I took Jadron up on his offer that if we send him plants, then he'll send us stickers. So being very new in the hobby, I don't have any stickers. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to send him plants. Now, I've never shipped anything. So, and I've never really bagged anything, but I figure this is a good start. Plants is a good, easy way to start, I'm thinking. So I've grabbed some plants, and it was a good thing I was tearing down the 29-gallon. I grabbed some plants. I've got about 6 or 7 different kinds of plants that I'm going to send him. And then he's going to make me stickers. But before he can make me stickers, I actually have to design a logo. So I have my Q and the angel in it, but it doesn't say QueAquatics. And I think downstairs I have a JPEG, but that I blew up in vinyl behind me in the downstairs fish room that says QueAquatics. I think I'm going to make that into my sticker. But I think that's so great. So if anybody has any extra plants, he's looking for some. He's been breeding fish, and they're all like bare bottom. So, oh, you're in York, Pennsylvania. Okay, so you're out there near Rachel, and you are getting hit hard. Yeah. Oh, you're going live by phone. That's what I am. This is my phone. This is my phone. I had it set up and I wasn't sure how good it was going to be. I tried to go live, not as a selfie, but flipped around and it wouldn't let me. So I had to flip it around as a selfie. Yeah, B-Stag says, I'm in Lancaster and it just stopped hammering us a bit. Yeah, I think it's coming my way. So Lancaster and York are very similar, right? Very close. Looks good. So Scott, are you going to the Bucks County Aquarium Society annual picnic? It's coming up. I'm very excited too. They gotta have so many prizes and things there. Amy says you can't have enough plants. That is so true. That is so true. So what I'm doing here with this 55, it's brand new. I don't even know what's going in here because, like I said, it was just a gift. So I'm going to build my aquatic garden and concentrate on that until I know what I'm going to be putting in there. I do have some Oscars, but I'm pretty sure that they'll just tear up those plants, and I want to do that. And 55 isn't a good spot for the Oscars. It'll be good for the first year, maybe. So it'll come in time, but you're right. The more plants, the better off, the better the living conditions will be for whatever fish I put in there. Liz wants to, oh, it's the same day? Oh, conflict. Conflict. I wanted to go to that one. So Victor says, I'm going with a few others, FishFam peeps. Oh, I'm so excited, Victor. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So now, I watched your video. I saw your arm. I don't know as I'd recognize you from your arm. I might recognize you from a tattoo or two. But now you know what I look like. So if you see me, come up to me. Okay? So the CCY picnic is the same day. And that's something cichlids of York? What does the CCY stand for, Scott? And just so you know, like I don't know of a lot of things around here because I'm very new to the fish hobby. I think I told you that at our auction. So, but I think it's cichlids of York. Maybe not. Oh. But if you're still on, you can tell us what it is. That's awesome. B-Stags, who are you coming with? You doing like a road trip? Cichlid Club of York. Oh, you created it 6 years ago. Wow. How impressive is that? Because I hear people speak very highly of it. So whatever you did a very good job. I'll have to check it out because York isn't that far. It's like, what is it, like an hour and a half away? It's an hour and a half on my bike. Victor says, I will be collecting FishFam autographs. Oh man, I wish I had my stickers. I don't have stickers created yet. I didn't bring in stickers. That's funny. That's funny. I think it's amazing because when I first got into the hobby, it was all internet. And I didn't know too much about the FishFam, so there were mostly like very mean, judgmental fish people. I call them, angry fish people, the fish cops, or not cop because he's awesome. But then I got hooked up with the Bucks County Aquarium Society and I met real life people face to face, and it was amazing. I could nerd out with people at least once a month, and they go out to dinner before the meeting. So it was like really cool. And then now with the aquatic experience coming up, and I've been getting to know some of the people online from the FishFam, very supportive, very different than the angry fish police. I cannot wait to meet everybody in person. It's like it just brings it all together. Scott says, I was the creator and president for 4 years. You should be proud of it. That's amazing. And it has grown. Dwayne Walker has done a good job since I stepped down. That is how hard was it to start a club? And wasn't there one out there? Because I know I was talking about you earlier saying that you have some massive cichlids. So you have some very big fish, and Liz is doing more of the nano and the plants and the summer tubs. So I can't even imagine how somebody would start a club. I'm sitting here worried about going live. Nobody's going to join. Could you imagine I start a club sitting in a room by yourself? I guess maybe it starts off at the diner with a couple nerd friends, you know, I don't know. Yeah, the club's only been there and it's only been there 6 years and it's so widespread. People talk about it, talk very positively about it. And I don't know if it's, you know, the Bucks County Aquarium Society is like a sister club. They support it very much and they're always trying to get people to come out there. It's a shame that we didn't coordinate picnics so they weren't on the same day. I bet you had to have. That's awesome though. Wow. Very impressive. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I don't know a lot about the clubs in this area. I didn't even know fish clubs existed until I was watching Michael from Michael's Fish Room talk about he was going to an auction, and that's when I got hooked up. You could start a club, yeah. Maybe a crazy club. That's great. I'm going to sign off. I appreciate the support. We will see you tonight, Scott, at 8 o'clock. Everybody is going to go over to King and Queen Cichlids live stream at 8 o'clock. Absolutely. I'll see you there. Thanks for stopping in. And thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate that. That was nice. That was nice of him. I met him at the auction. And it was very nice. Somebody came up to me earlier and I was talking to him and they told me about Scott and they said, when you see him, you have to go up to him, ask for his autograph because he is the king. And I'm like, who is this guy? So I'll do anything. Like they dared me to do it. So I did it. And Scott and Liz were so great, man. It was pretty intense though at an auction, like people bidding. I was a runner, so I didn't get to chat much, but that was awesome. Like, even when I was bidding, I got this whole new sense of competition, you know, like 5, 10, 15. It's like, who am I? But when some of those pond things came about, I'm like, oh, I'm getting them. And now I'm kicking myself for not getting a canister filter when it was at the auction because I saw it going up for the auction. I'm like, canister filter? I just use sponge filters. Boy, do I wish. Boy, do I wish I had. The auction was awesome. Yeah, Amy and Kyle came up. Yep. I think I had more stuff that I bought than would fit in my car, and they were so sweet. They came up and helped me. Amy said something and retracted it. That's very interesting. Very interesting. So this was fun. I think I'm going to do this every Sunday night. I don't know if I set on a time yet. I got to make sure I don't, you know, like mess with anybody else's time. Maybe I'll do it late because I don't go to bed too early all the time. Yeah, Amy said I misspelled a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I misspelled 2 on here because there's no spell check. So yeah. So I'm hoping to find a time slot on Sunday because I don't know, Saturday night seems very busy and Sunday seems like my reward. If I get all my laundry done and I'm all ready for work for the next week, then let's, you know, I don't know. This sounded whatever. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a Sunday night. We're going to do Sunday afternoon. But I definitely like the live. I definitely like the back and forth that goes on. So I'm going to do that. But right now the storm is coming and it's getting kind of scary. So I think I'm going to sign off for now. Don't forget to check out King and Queen Cichlids at 8 o'clock. Well, and if you're watching a replay, then unless they're doing it every Sunday, don't check them out at 8 o'clock. But it's getting pretty tough. Amy says, afternoon brunch live. Yeah, I like that. Or maybe like afternoon by the pond. Nice, relaxing Sunday afternoon. Or, you know, it's just a little louder. It's a lot noisier. So, but thank you everybody for coming. I appreciate it. Oh, Heather. How are you, Heather? I was just saying, I caught you all saying the storm is coming and I was going to sign off, but I was being kind of like thanks, Victor. I was being kind of like nervous and my internet kind of flickered at one time. So I hope you are good. I'm doing very good, Heather. How are you doing? What area of the country are you in? Because we're in the northeast part of the country and it's it's storming pretty bad, and it's been going to be raining for a whole week. So, and my pond was filling up. There was a lot when it rained. I didn't realize all the things with so many summer tubs. I think I should have like thought ahead and drilled in the side of them so that they automatically run out. Yes. Oh, you're in West Nebraska. Wow. What is the weather like out in West Nebraska? I'm trying to envision the map in my head. Ah, that sounds like it's a beautiful part of the country. Yeah, so you're probably not going to the aquatic experience in New Jersey? I don't know. I shouldn't think that because some people get on planes and just travel. So maybe you are. That would be cool. But yeah, I will see you. I think I want to do this every Sunday. So I hope you check us out next Sunday. Yeah, it is going to be far. But for me, it's going to be pretty close, like an hour and a half away. So thanks everybody for joining, and I will see you next week. Let's see if I can turn this off, get better.